Howdy, my darling Cancer. I hope you're doing well. My name is SimplyVelca, and let's get into your weekly tarot reading, Cancer, for March 2023. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. I have it laid out for you, but first we're going to get into your overall energy today. We're going to get into some pretty deep detail here, but if you do enjoy this tarot reading, Cancer, check out my other videos for your sun, moon, and your rising. That's how you make these general tarot readings on YouTube to work in your favor, Cancers, by catering the energy to your astrological chart. As well, my friend Menopond, you probably have heard of him, is releasing a newsletter which is going to be providing a lot of beautiful spiritual content, really inspiring. I'm really excited about what he's creating. I'm going to leave a link to his website for the newsletter if you want to sign up. It's free, and it's winning a pond. But yeah, let's just get right into this tarot reading here, my beautiful Cancer. See what's happening for you. Overall energy is the Ace of Swords. All right, so this is really beautiful energy for you here, Cancer, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel like your mind is starting to open up more. I feel like your mind is opening up more, and the reason why, Cancer, you have been able to open up more is because of just like things becoming a lot more clear. I feel like for you, Cancer, there's been a lot of heavy weight on you. You have been really much so in like survival mode, trying to just keep your head above water before you tackled any type of new projects or new ideas here. I feel like sometime during March, it may have already happened for some of you I almost called you Scorpio, for some of you Cancers, but I feel like sometime in March you're going to have like a major light bulb moment, like a major aha moment, Cancer, in like your purpose, a major aha moment in like where you are going to be going next type of thing. I really, there's a lot on the horizon for you here, Cancer. And so, spoiler alert, with the cards that I have for your Celtic cross here, it's really, really fabulous. So let's just start taking each of these down one by one, darling. In your situation currently, Cancer, you are the Justice card. That strong Libra energy. You might have Libra in your chart, or you're dealing with somebody that is a Libra here. But with this Justice energy, things are starting to balance out in your life again. All right, you're starting to get your equilibrium, I feel, Cancer. For a while now, I feel like things have been pretty stressful for you. I'll explain why I keep on having like this implication in a few minutes, based off of your spread here, because it explains that. But for a while now, Cancer, like things had just been out of balance. And so I feel like before you really tackled anything new in your life, like you had all these plans, right? You have the Two of Wands in the challenged position for it, right? It's like, so you have like all these plans, Cancer, all these ideas that sound really good, but it's like the sense of where you knew that you had to like put a pin on it. You had to wait on certain things, because you needed to make a priority in like clearing things up, balancing out your finances, balancing out your mental state, physical state, something like things needed to just calm down in your life, Cancer, before you did anything new, right? And things are about to be coming down for you, Cancer, all right? I feel like for you, it's really important to write everything down. If you don't start taking action on it now, Cancer, start writing everything down that you want to be doing. You know, maybe you want to be on social media. Start writing down everything that you learn about every social media outlet. Perhaps you want to open up your own business. Start writing everything down that you learn about opening up businesses or the ideas that you have, because this shows to me, Cancer, how I see your life progressing is by opening like the closet and dusting like a inspiration off, like a seed, a mustard seed off, and allowing that to grow into something really beautiful. But it's already come into your awareness, and so I really want to be suggesting to that to you right now. You might have already started something recently, Cancer, that you needed to pull back on for whatever the reason is, and just I feel like there's some type of old project that's going to be coming back around. Your focus is the Ace of Cups. A couple aces in your reading here, pretty fabulous. The Ace of Cups being in your focus, Cancer, this lets me know for you where it's like you're wanting something that's really fulfilling for you now. Like you're not really, I feel like now that you are a lot more present with yourself, Cancer, as things start to balance out and you're able to catch your breath there, you're starting to balance out what it is that you do for survival with what actually fulfills you, what sustains you. All right. And so I like this energy a lot because based off of your other cards here, it's like what you put a focus in on is what's going to come into fruition. So it's like whatever it is that you choose to not give up on, right? And so let me explain now why, Cancer. I've been saying that you guys have probably been going through it, darling. And it's because of this Nine of Wands here, all right? And this Nine of Wands here is in your recent past, which is representing the wounded warrior, Cancer, right? You guys have been going through it. You might have been doing some shadow work there. You might have been on a journey of like being a hermit a little bit, because I feel like on some level, Cancer, what it is that you've been going through, either people have not been, like people don't know what it is that you've been going through internally, or people have been very counterproductive towards your healing. Whatever the case is, Cancer, I feel like people just really have not been a priority for you. All right. I feel like I even heard like the statement of where it's just like you can't get away from like social readings when it's like the last thing you want to hear about or care about is like relationship stuff, social stuff, because you're not talking to anybody, but then you keep on getting stuff that talks about relationships and stuff, is what I heard. All right. And so, yeah, you guys have been going through it, and, you know, you were going through some harsh lessons, Cancer. A lesser person probably would have been broken by what it is that you had to deal with. And so it's extra commendable for you, Cancer, that you were going through all of this here, but you didn't allow that to take away your hopes and your dreams. Like, you still are really optimistic, Cancer, on what you want to do with your life or what you want to accomplish, right? You may have gotten off track for a little bit there, but you always find your way back. You always find your way back, and you just needed things to calm down. So now this was not intentional, Cancer, and I promise you that, because I look at the Celtic cross spread and I'll see certain things that scream out to me. But you know how I was talking about like that mustard seed, like what I was seeing for you is like a mustard seed, or like dusting off like a seed and allowing that to grow like an old project. In your possibilities, you have the Seven of Pentacles, Cancer. Right now, this is quite literally what I was talking about here, where it's like you have all these ideas and they sprout to be something really solid, sprouts to be something really good. What I get for you, Cancer, is that even though you might have missed some days of watering your plants, whatever those plants are for you. Obviously, when I say this, I'm not talking about literal plants. I'm talking about ideas, projects, and all that on yourself. You might have missed a few self-care days. You might have missed a few days of watering, Cancer, but your plants are still growing. And at any point in time, now that you're able to catch up, like the more that you're able to catch up with your own life, I feel, the more impactful your efforts are going to be. And so the story behind the Seven of Pentacles is that you have these seeds, right? Those pentacles, and these are ideas. And when you tend to those seeds with energy, right? You feed these seeds, you nurture these seeds with energy or water, then it grows. I feel like your energy at this time is going to be a lot more nutrient filled, if we're going to go on with that analogy, Cancer, which will allow these plants to grow at an even more rapid pace here. And it's because you are no longer having to be spread so thin, Cancer, that you're able to put all of your energy, time and energy and emotion into something now that you no longer have all those distractions, now that things have balanced out in your life. In your near future, Cancer, you have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like for you at this time, like there's a couple of different things that are going to be sprouting and grabbing up at your attention here, Cancer. All right, two different things. I feel like on one hand, one of them is going to be like more spiritual and emotional awakening of some type, especially if you are on some type of spiritual journey. I feel like there's going to be something of great magnitude spiritually for you. You might have like a new being coming into your life, or so on and so forth. But also I feel like there's going to be more of like a financial thing, or again, like what I was talking about with that seed beforehand that sprouts to be bringing forth some type of opportunity. All right. There's definitely like this lingering sense of like following through with an idea, going forward with it. They're not giving up on it, and it's sprouting to be and growing to be something really beautiful. Now, in your power position, Cancer, you have the King of Pentacles. All right. The best card, all things considered, with all these other pentacles here, this is what you want in your reality here. In your power position, Cancer, you are a you are able to you are able to create a really solid foundation, Cancer. King of Pentacles is somebody that is able to they're very resourceful. They're able to really create like ultimately like an empire for themselves here. And so whatever those seeds are for yourself, Cancer, whatever, whether it's in social media, again, like per, businesses, what have you, there's a reason as to why you're having those ideas or these concepts pop up in your head. And it's because you would actually be really good at it, darling. Like, that's something that you're destined for. Like 20 years from now, you'll be sitting real comfortable. This is what you're meant for, type of thing. All right. In your environment, you have the Six of Pentacles. So, especially right now, Cancer, I feel like you'll notice energetically that it's like something is matching you energetically. So it's like if you put like $100 into a charity, I feel like energetically or spiritually something is matching that $100 and putting in their own $100 as well towards that same charity. But then, taking away from those analogies and going into like the time and energy thing, right? So it's like you start really putting a lot of effort towards an idea of yours, and then your spiritual team in response also helps to have those seeds sprout roots and to grow something as well. And so really at this time, Cancer, this is I would say really important for you to do your best, obviously, but understand right now that what you put your energy into, should you utilize your time and your effort here, the payoff will be a lot more based off of the effort, based off of a collective effort, if that makes sense. And your focus currently, or in rather your hopes, you're hoping for a new story, a new chapter of your life, a new book really. I don't even feel like you're interested in a new chapter. Like you're wanting to start a whole new story, like start from a clean slate. The World is the final card in the major arcana, Cancer. You're looking to really put a side of yourself on the bookshelf and to start a new life for you, right? Especially financially, I feel like for you. I feel like financially for you, this will be a year, Cancer, where you really focus on like building up your finances. And then after 2023, or at the later parts of 2023, I see that's when you start taking like everything that you've saved up, everything you worked on, and moving with it or advancing in some way. And then in your outcome, Cancer, you have such a beautiful card, the Knight of Cups here. All right. In a social way, you would see the Knight of Cups as somebody where it's like you're finding like your match. All right. You would see the Knight of Cups as a court card in that sense of finding your match, finding someone's coming towards you that has some type of offering of connection with you here. And I feel like this is only applicable to those that really lean into this world energy and start that new fool's journey. But for most of you Cancers, in the introspective way here, the Knight of Cups represents the fruits of your labor being given, essentially there. The Knight of Cups represents like an opportunity coming forward, but this opportunity was created from your own efforts, right? From your own crops. So that's what I see for you there, Cancer. A lot of positivity. You're doing a lot of good things here currently. So Cancer, let's get into your oracle reading for today. Starting with your animal oracle card with the numerology equaling to 1, Cancer. All right, so write down the number 1 in numerology. This buffalo spirit says the abundant universe will provide. Right? What was I just saying earlier, Cancer, about how I feel like energetically you're being matched with whatever you donate or whatever you put in, like you're being energetically matched. That buffalo spirit confirms that. Your other animal card, Cancer, is the gorilla. taking time to listen compassionately to those that you love, especially your family members. I get like this distinction, Cancer, of where it's like there's certain family members that you haven't talked to, or maybe friends. There's something here, maybe friends that felt like family at one point, but there is like this longing, I feel, or some of that like was associated with your tribe of people. There is like this distinction of like someone really wanting to reconnect with you. Take that as you will. I don't feel like there's really much else to say with that other than bringing that to your awareness and you deciding what you do with that information. And then you have your new moon, Cancer, the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe here. How I'm kind of taking this here is that at this current point in time, Cancer, whatever you want to put your energy into, the universe will match that energy. The universe will see that and try to do what they can to help out. All right, whether that's a personal relationship of yours or whether it's a project of yours. You know, if this is something more financially for you, you know, this is like a message telling you, Cancer, that you don't need to stress about certain relationships in your life that can take a back burner, and it will come back around when it's necessary, you know? So a few different ways that you could see this here, Cancer. All right. So let me know how this resonates with you, Cancer, in the comments below. Remember, if you want to book a private reading with me, it's always on my website, linked down below, and I'll connect to you sometime in the near future. Bye, Cancer.